Hi, everybody. It is Kathy, and I love to be selling. Come on in, sellers. Let me know how you're doing. Say hello. Let me know that you can hear me. Let me know about your weather. It is raining here today. It's like rain, 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 rain. But I know one of my friends I saw was like snow, 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 snow. So let me know how you're doing. It was one of those days, and of course, I had to run a ton of errands. You know how that is. It's like raining, 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 and I needed to errand. But it was okay. Got home, took a nice warm shower. But let me know how you are. And while you're settling in and saying hi, I will introduce myself. Hey, David, always good to see you. I'm Kathy Terrell. I love to be selling. I've been selling on eBay for well over 15 years. I started very small, like a lot of sellers that start on eBay, just decluttering my home, various odds and ends. I needed to be home to take care of my mom. At the time, she was failing health, and I needed something with a lot of flexibility. And eBay selling gave me that flexibility. Hi, Sharon, how are you? So I sold very casually for several years. Really, my focus was on taking care of my mom. And after my mom passed, then I thought and chatted with my husband, and I said, I'm going to make a go of it with eBay. I really love eBay. I'm going to grow and scale my business. And that's what I did. I've got over 25 years of brick and mortar experience. So I took a lot of my retail experience and I blended it with what I was learning about eBay. I sold very successfully on QVC for over 6 years. So I took all of that training because you go through a very extensive training to sell on QVC. Um, and really have worked to learn eBay and combine it with the QVC and combine it with the retail know-how that I have to really think about and share with other sellers how to get your items seen by eBay, searched, and sold. In fact, I actually heard Harry Timken talking about this. It's great to have a wonderful product, but what you want is to have a listing that gets found by eBay search and Google search and sold. And that's what I talk about. I talk a lot about eBay search. That's my specialty. Good to see everybody. So this is what I wanted to talk about today was actually with the weather and everything got me thinking about it because I took a trip. This was a couple years ago. I remember I was asked to speak at a conference in South Jersey. And it was a town that I had not been to before, a conference that I had not been to before. And I knew I was going to be taking the bus to go to the conference. So rather than buy the ticket on the day of the event, to take the bus to go, I went to the bus terminal, Port Authority here in New York City. And what I did was I bought the ticket in advance. I spoke with the ticket agent. I found out what gate the bus typically would leave from. I went up, so I walked it, so I knew how long it was going to take me to get to the gate. Saw the gate, so that I knew when I was going to be leaving. And if I remember correctly, the event was on a Saturday. I knew the path that I was taking. I had the ticket. I just had to get to the gate. It would just make the whole process that much simpler. And I was thinking about that trip because of fourth quarter coming up. And I'm going to date this because I always encourage people that when they're listening to videos or listening to podcasts is to note the date. So this is October 16th, 2020. And so what I wanted to say was that when you're doing this is to think about your workflow. Again, oftentimes we're going to be talking about, inventory sourcing, buy this thing, list this thing. I talk a lot about eBay search. This is how you optimize, your listings for eBay search. And certainly check my YouTube channel, Kathy Terrell. I love to be selling for that. But something that gets overlooked and can really make and break you during the holidays is your workflow. And I bring this up, and if you hear sirens, that's New York City, um, is if all of a sudden your sales dramatically increase overnight, which can happen during the holidays. Whoop, fire truck. We have a firehouse about 2 blocks from us. So yay that they're going to go help somebody that's in trouble. Is if you typically ship 5 things a day and then all of a sudden you're shipping 10, it's like, yay, it's fantastic that you're shipping that amount. Oh, here comes another fire truck. The joy of being in New York. So again, yay, they're going to go help somebody. If you typically have a half an hour to do shipping, all of a sudden you're doing an hour for shipping. If typically you've been shipping 15, 20 items, and all of a sudden you're shipping 30, 40. If you've never gone through this before, you might think, oh, well, this is not a big problem. I mean, yay that I have more sales, yay, yay, yay. But you have your day structured. Some people are part-time sellers, so they only have a certain amount of time in the morning to get their shipping done before they're going out the door. Other people are doing their shipping the night before. I don't know if this has ever happened to you. So you pack everything the night before, and then you wake up, all of a sudden there's like 10 more sales or 5 more sales or 15 more sales, and you need to get dressed and go out the door for your job or to drop your kids off from school. So I am bringing this up as I actually just went through this. I just reorganized a big part of my stock area. Is look at your sales. You can do this in eBay. You can do it in Seller Hub. You clicked, paid and shipped. Look at what is selling the most. Is it women's clothing? Is it men's clothing? Is it children's toys? Is it your mugs? Look, and I realize that a lot of us are variety sellers, and that's fine, but look at where the bulk of your sales are coming from. 50%, 40%. Where are those items? Are they in your eBay room or space? Are they nearby? Where are they? Can you organize your inventory so the things that you typically sell the most of are the easiest to get to? So if you sell a lot of women's clothing, how is it stored? Is it folded? Is it done by size? So you can just go and grab the smalls, the medium, the large? Do you have it racked by brand? Do you have perhaps tops in one area and then your dresses on a rack in another? And again, no matter how limited you are, to think through how you're going to organize your inventory. And sometimes it helps. I know everybody does this differently. Some it's completely numeric. And so it's a variety of things are stored together and everything has a number and you find it that way. Other people like to group. I'm a grouper. So my women's clothing are together. My men's clothing is together. My mugs are together. When I had a lot of sewing patterns, my sewing patterns were together and I had them in numerical order. So the number on the pattern, I had them in boxes and they were in numerical order. So I could flip through and find them by the number. It is well worth spending an hour or 2 or 3 or a day, depending on your inventory, organizing it so that you can get right to it. I sell a size 6 dress. I know where the size 6 dresses are. I go right there. Or you color code. All the red is together. All the pink is together. All the black is together. It's going to work differently for everybody. It's interesting. I was at an upfront last night from New Jersey, and it was wonderful because we were sharing about different things about selling. And what was great was on several of the topics, there was 5 or 6 different ways of doing things. And they were all great ways of doing things because every seller was different. I remember being at a seller friend's house with a huge basement, huge house, and literally and sold a lot of puzzles and games and had things by age. So the puzzles for the younger children were all together, then more like high school and then college. And if I remember correctly, also by the number of pieces. So less pieces were all together, and then the more complex puzzles were all together. Think it through. I remember early on, and a lot of it just is like you're just learning. My inventory system was more of a hodgepodge, and you can spend an enormous amount of time when it's like that. Again, if I'm selling a lot of coffee mugs, it pays to reorganize my inventory so that my mugs are extremely easy to get to. Because if I save myself 3 minutes per sale, 5 minutes per sale, because it doesn't sound like a lot, but boy, it adds up. If you save yourself 5 minutes a sale by reorganizing your inventory so that, again, the things that you sell most are the easiest to get to. The categories that you sell in, it's sorted by size or it's sorted by color, or those boxes that are in the way that you're constantly having to climb over to get to the inventory, that you find a place for them. You collapse them or you just go, you know what, I have too many boxes anyway. It's time to get rid of some of these. Is that you set yourself up so the path to the inventory is clear. It's organized in a clear way, either by color or by size or by type, so you can get to it right away. If you save 5 minutes per sale, and I'm even going to go low. Let's say you're selling 5 items a day. That is 25 minutes back in your day. And I don't know about you, 25 minutes. First of all, that's more sales that you can pack. Yay, right? That's listing. That's research. That's time with your family. That's going for a nice walk. 25 minutes. That's taking a nice little webinar. I'll listen to webinars, right? Listen to podcasts. 25 minutes, I will take that. And that's why I reorganized the inventory that I did a couple yesterday, because I got a really cool new storage thing. Was certain products are selling much faster right now. I want to be able to get at them easier, see them easier, so I can pull them easier. And I know with the way that I reorganize, it's probably going to save me something like 3 to 5 minutes an item. And it's an item that I sell typically about 5 or 6 a week. So that's 25 minutes a week just got given back to me. That's a book to read. That's a walk. That's more listing. And that's more packing sales. Because that was another thing about being at the upfront last night, that pretty much every single seller, their sales are up. And this is right at the beginning of fourth quarter. So typically your sales are going to go up and up and up. And then for a lot of people, they stay very strong in January. So if you can get 15 minutes back in your day, 20 minutes back in your day, 25 minutes back in your day, half an hour, that's an hour more sleep, right? It matters. So again, sourcing is great. Absolutely. I want you all to be optimizing your listings to get found in search, but think through your workflow. It really matters to take that hour. Again, we're so focused on listing, which is good. And you know me, I'm always telling you to post on social media, which is good, but your workflow is so important. And it really can help you with your day. I mean, if you're climbing over things and struggling and you're pushing things out of the way, right, to get to the inventory that's sold, it's a lot of stress and it's a lot of bother and it's a lot of mental anxiety at times. Like, oh gosh, am I going to get this done in time so I can get out the door because I've got this thing that I need to get to, my job I need to get to, the kids I need to get to. Is to make it simpler, to make it so that I can pack and ship faster, but still efficiently. That's another thing, because I just placed an order. It was actually something I bought on eBay. And the seller sent me one instead of two, and they apologized. So that's the other thing. If you sell multi-quantity, that you're not rushing, because you don't want to make that kind of mistake. You're having to do a refund or you're having to resend it, which means then you're eating it on the postage. So again, slow down. Look at your solds for the past 30 days, okay? Or if you have something that is very seasonal, that is going to take off any day now. And it can be worth it to reposition your inventory, even just for the holidays. Something that's, let's say you sell a lot of Christmas ornaments, it's going to really start to fly out the door, is reorganize your inventory right now so that those are right there, that you can put your hands right on them, or in your shipping area, that they're right near the shipping area. Because again, you save 3 to 5 minutes per item. You're saving yourself 15 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. Isn't that the biggest gift when I'm talking to sellers? Number one thing, I want more time in the day. So think through your workflow. Remember, we're all different. We all have different businesses. We have different inventory. We have different spaces, and your space is great for you. And think through the best use right now, because again, things can change, for your workflow, so that it is ease, it is comfortable, that you can get things done efficiently without a ton of frustration, right? Like, where is that? And get your items out the door. And I've got a great guide to help you. It's the Essential Fall and Winter Products. It is my gift to you. It is absolutely free. And you're just going to hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com, and grab a copy of the Fall Winter Essential Products Guide. It's absolutely free. This is actually something I learned from brick and mortar retail, because they're always working several seasons ahead, is to really be thinking about what are the trends, what is popular, and make sure that you're sourcing that. And oftentimes, again, is, when we're sourcing, we may know some things that are very popular that are really good sellers. And then there's other things we just don't think about because it's not our lifestyle or it's not our friend's lifestyle, but it's selling like hotcakes. For instance, camping gear. With everything that's going on, people are doing a lot more camping. They're outdoor, but it's all kinds of camping. That's what I hear glam camping, right? For people that are not like the tent types, but all different kinds of camping gear, which also includes nice warm weather gear because I'm outside camping. So again, hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com, grab your free copy of Fall Winter Essential Products Guide, download it and use it. And you can use it whether you are going into retail or whether you're doing online retail arbitrage, you're hitting sites and you're flipping, whether you're doing consignment shops, thrift shops, grab the guide. It has tons and tons of items, and I bet something in there that you might overlook. So think through your workflow, save time, because like I know with sellers, number one gift for a seller, time. I need more time. Time to list, time to ship, time to take webinars, time to listen to Kathy's videos, the gift of time. And don't belittle, because sometimes people go, oh, it's only going to save me a couple of minutes. Oh, I'll take it. Give me 5 minutes, right? Give me 5 minutes. Give me 10 minutes. It adds up. If you can shave 3 minutes an item, and again, back to the 5 items, right? That's 15 minutes just back in your day, 20 minutes, 25, depending on how much you're shipping. The reorganization that I did, I figure is going to give me at least an additional 30 minutes a week, maybe an hour. I will take that. I will absolutely take an hour a week. So don't belittle it. Think through your workflow. It really does matter. Businesses of all sizes, workflow is a huge topic, right? Medium-sized businesses do it. Very large corporations do it. They're always looking at their workflow so that you can be the most efficient, and also quality of life. So it's efficiency, but it's also that there's joy. There's joy in the shipping. There's joy in the packing, that it's not just struggle and stress. Because I want you to have a wonderful, wonderful holiday fourth quarter season selling on eBay. And I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye, everybody.